Hello, how's it going, everybody? I don't know what the hell happened there. But yeah, welcome to Pub Chat here on the Shills, where we, sit back a little and take a drink and pour a cold one or roll something. And, we look at the things that we kind of affect us all in life, such as unwanted penile erections. Do you suffer from unwanted wood in church? Or maybe that telltale bulge peeking its ugly head out when you visit an old folks nursing home? Well, don't tell us about it, because there's not a goddamn thing you can do. You got issues, young man, and you need to sort them out.
But you can tell us in the comments. Yeah. That's not been a problem for me for quite a few years, I don't think.
Yeah. Oh man, it wasn't. I think I was 8 years old when I got over that whole, Grandma Esther's pretty hot thing.
I never saw your Grandma Esther.
I wish I hadn't. Now that I made that joke. Yeah. But hey,
Playboy Bunny of the month.
Yeah. Yeah, in Walkers or Us calendar. So, what do you think, Dunk? End of the week, we're finally wrapping it up here. Anybody specifically that you want to tell off or, get personal on?
Yeah. Moving on. I thought we were only going to do that for our members only shows.
Why I hate this fucking guy.
Yeah. Hang on, let me just get my list.
Yeah. You sound like my ex-wife.
Oh, hello. I'm Dick Dawson's ex-wife.
Oh, I gotta watch. Sometimes I get that little hyena thing, and I always mute that out when I'm giggling. Ow. See, I told you I was gonna whine like a baby the whole show. I got some weird thing going on with my arm, and it's driving me nuts.
Is that your special arm?
Yeah, it's the one that's bigger than the other, right?
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, like in the Raiders of the Lost Ark when the Nazi got the imprint of the head.
Yeah, the necklace. Yeah.
The head, the staff of Ra headstone.
Yeah.
Your hand's like that. It's just got your penis shape just embedded into it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't build a computer specifically for Pornhub for nothing, right? Try shiatsu, Mr. Spock says. Isn't that like a dog? Is he telling me to get a something and rub it? That's the problem. I mean,
not allowed to eat dog anymore.
Oh, yeah. No, shiatsu, that's some kind of massage thing or something, right? I don't really like to be touched, so that's probably not going to happen. Not that I have issues, but I have issues. So
yeah, you have issues.
Yeah, too many of them. Ow, though, damn it, this is going to drive me nuts. I mean, I don't want to have to pour my drinks only half full or only use one ice cube just to keep it light, But whenever it gets to about there, it hurts,
Just up to drinking level. You need to have a straw to finish it off. The last,
my body is screaming at me to stop, and I'm like, "No, dude, we're good."
Yeah, your lips are saying, "No, we're fine. Ignore the arm. Ignore the arm. Keep pushing forward."
Yeah, my body will develop an allergy to carbonation, and I'll fight through somehow.
Hey, William Churchek in the chat says, reminds me of a bad pirate joke. Put the joke in the chat. We'll read it out. Come on.
Yeah. I was a pirate once up in Canada here on the River Saskatchewan. Good Canadian joke. There's no open bodies of water in Saskatchewan.
No. No, that's a geography joke for everybody. You know?
Yeah, it's a great song too. The Last Saskatchewan Pirate. Yeah. Blonde understands in the chat. You know, being touched is not good unless it's being touched. That's different, right? You've accepted somebody in the bubble, and then it's all right. Otherwise, just keep your paws off.
What are you doing in my bubble? Get out.
Yeah. Whoever came up with that probably had that childhood thing where they were actually in a bubble for a while, so it was just like second nature to say it, and then we all caught on. And that dude was probably pissed afterwards because he was like, yeah, but you know what I went through to earn saying that? You know?
Hang on a minute. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get up because my chair's rubbing against the back. It's gonna be squeaking all bloody night.
Oh yeah, it's squeaking a lot right now. Well, you know what, guys? We got to crowdfund a new chair for Dunk because this is just we can't. It sounds like he lives in a creepy haunted house and all the ghosts are up. One's really old, going to the bathroom. The other's making toast. It's a very busy. What are they called? The boarding house for ghosts. That's what Dunk's got going on.
Just a boarding house with just squeaky chairs, noisy dogs.
Yeah. Crazy Cat one in the chat. What was your pirate name, Dawson? Let me guess. Master Bates.
They didn't call him the third wooden leg for nothing.
Yeah, I earned the name Peg Leg, but that's because I got caught, hanging it over the edge of the boat one night. I'll have to retitle the show "Picking on Dick Night." Actually, don't pick on Dick because you usually end up needing ointment afterwards. Be nice to yourself.
Oh no! Good.
Ow. Oh, so you know how we were picking on transparent TVs a couple of times, dude?
Yeah.
I actually figured out what's going on and why they're being used, and it's not advertising, although, that kind of thing is cool. Do you know why people are hardcore trying to develop a good transparent television?
Check your Visa mount at the back?
No, because then with these new Apple Vision Pro, you don't have to have cameras bringing the outside world in and then showing you on the screen. You can just see through the goddamn screen. That's what's going on. And they're using idiots that are dumb enough to buy the television to fund the research, right? This is how they're doing it. Because if you put it into a thing when it's not ready, nobody will care. So you got to put it into a product that people are dumb enough to buy and go, look at my living room, and that's what's going on.
It's quite funny. Let's catch up on the Vision Pro because it's literally just come out, and all these videos have suddenly appeared of all these YouTubers have got their hands on them,
doing the same thing though.
And they're unboxing them and trying them out. And except iFixit, which has a 5-6 minute
down.
Tear it down. They just took it apart.
It's a scary teardown, even for somebody that's used to fixing stuff. When smartphones first came around, I was ripping them open and fixing them for people, putting in new batteries, screens, and stuff and whatnot. Watching the teardown of the Vision Pro, I just had visions of me having to have a Vision Pro to use the Zoom so I could rip one open. It's unbelievable, man.
Incredible. The only reason I bring that up is because it wouldn't make any difference. You've got a clear screen to look through because there's so much tech inside it, layer upon layer upon layer.
You almost need a bionic eye,
It's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, but all that stuff with beaming the video around you in, and they say it has a 12 millisecond delay, and that's really small. And MKBHD, Marquez Brownlee on YouTube, he even played ping pong through the pass-through, and he was able to play. That is so impressive. It's not funny, but it will be so much better when it's just simply clear glass and you see the graphics you need to, like with one of these transparent displays. That's what's going on. I made the connection today when I was watching a video, and I thought, oh yeah, I get it.
I don't know. I don't think they'll put that in the Apple, the Pro Vision Pro. Well, get it right around.
I do.
I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'll do that at all. I think what they might do is improve the pass through.
You can't get zero latency pass through like you could. No. What they need to do is make it so that the pass-through is more about just giving some brightness and clarity to the background, right? That's what I'm thinking. But
I think you're wrong.
But there was another thing.
We'll put bets on it.
Yeah, there's another thing. It'll be great for heads-up displays in cars because this takes it to a whole new level. Instead of the crap we get now, it'll be deadly, right? The third thing I noticed, this isn't about the clear displays now. This is just Apple Vision Pro, whatever related. Because they've come out with a Vision Pro, that means there's a Vision cheaper coming out.
Just a Vision. Yeah, it just be some glasses.
Yeah,
googly eyes on them.
Yeah, it won't have the screen on the outside to show you the eyes. They just give you a printed sticker, and you can put them on if you want, right? Couple things like that. Vision will probably be missing, or maybe missing, the glasses attachment, although that could be necessary for people with prescriptions. I'm not really sure how that works.
I don't know.
But they've left room for a total product category here. The one last thing I'll bring up before we change the subject is the App Store is a barren wasteland for Vision Pro specific apps, but the few that have shown up so far show that it does have potential to evolve into a damn cool thing.
Yeah, it's. I mean, a lot of people have been reviewing it as basically pretty much as similar to like a replacement to your home computer. There's no one using any sort of like amazing killer apps or anything. They're still just like watching YouTube and doing the internet.
Do you know what the killer app is?
There is some credible things with it. Yeah, like it wasn't on Marcus's one. I think it was Luke Miami one. Yeah, where he basically just like opened up as many windows as he could as separate screens, and just pushed them around the room. Yeah, and it was just like surrounded with all these applications.
On that, Marquez Brownlee there, MKBHD, he walked into the room without wearing it, and for a second looked up to where a window was. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But the other thing, the killer app right now is actually using it as a virtual display for your Macintosh computer, your Apple computer. Oh my God, that is truly the killer app. Like Marquez said,
unfortunately, it'll only do one screen.
Right. But that's for now. Let's see. Right. There's been limitations like that overcome in software after in Apple products before, but his specific case was he had a 15-inch MacBook or whatever, I think it was 16, whatever, on an airplane situation. And he's got the trackpad and the keyboard of a real computer in front of him. And the computer is doing the horsepower, so it's more powerful. But he's got Vision Pro to open the display up so he can really edit video and stuff. That's compelling use case.
There was another interesting use case. I can't remember which one it was that brought it up. It was Luke Miami again, when he was saying that when he's on a train or a plane or something like that, and he's got his MacBook open, he's editing videos or something, and he's on the screen. People are like sitting behind him or beside him, they're looking at him and going, "Oh, what's all that about?" But with the Vision Pro, he can work on all this stuff in complete anonymity.
Yeah.
No one knows what he's doing. He could be watching porn.
That's right. That's right. Whereas, on an airplane, everybody can see your screen and they're like, oh, you're editing videos of yourself. Oh, yeah. See, I'm a YouTuber. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you get into some conversation you don't want to have.
Yeah.
What's your channel?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I've released my own line of sneakers here. Come on. You don't know me?
But interesting mix of absolutely blown away positive reviews and also kind of like, is this going to be any good for anybody? It's a very odd mix.
It's amazing, but it's a toy still, right? It doesn't really have like other than maybe a few people with virtual office meetings and stuff. But there's so many. You can just literally have a big desk and people have mics and little cameras pointing at them and blah. I mean, it's so simple these days, right? You don't need virtual reality headsets, but it's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, when they're playing the puzzle games, when it's like 3D puzzles and you're having to put like things together, and they're saying, it's like it's actually there in front of you.
Yeah,
it's like physically there. So that their potential is amazing.
Imagine
that persona thing as well.
Yeah. Well, the persona thing is still a tad creepy to me. But let's go back to the
amazing.
Physical. Hold on, but let's go back to the physical model thing, because imagine like, aeronautical engineers and whatnot being able to work remotely in certain teams, but getting together and still being able to manipulate 3D models of things and stuff. This is some serious shit. And the way it incorporates the room as well as the tech is a lot different than a lot of others have tried. And, even Oculus or whatever, I think, has sort of got an okay version of this, but nothing in line with what Apple just brought out, right? They changed the game here. And a lot of people are going to like that in industry like that.
There was that demonstration of an app which I think would be right up your alley, where they got a Formula One car.
Yeah.
And it's in your room and you can take it apart. And
that's what I was actually saying in the back of my mind without bringing Formula One into it. To be honest, that's what I was doing. But totally.
It could be amazing.
Yeah. Like they could in real time do different like packaging of the car around the radiators to go for airflow and still have cooling. And they could go, hold on, we have a thing. And oh my God, I'm really excited for that part of it for sure.
I've got to approach this question from CF Beauty in the chat as a Shills. She says, do you have to have an Apple computer to use the glasses? No,
it is a computer. Yeah,
it's a computer built in. It's just that if you have got the Apple environment of computers and phones and stuff,
it becomes a cool screen.
It all connects to that, and yeah, just a bigger picture. But
the Vision Pro has like a total Apple M chip computer built into it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yes, and it is like $3,500.
Yeah,
and it ain't cheap.
And like all Apple products, it comes with not enough storage, and they charge you a fortune to have more. But unlike other,
on that.
Yeah, right. But unlike other Apple products, when you can just plug in an external Thunderbolt SSD drive or something, this one doesn't have that. So you have to upgrade the storage, otherwise you're gonna be screwed. But you're going to be screwed if you buy the first edition Vision Pro, because if you go, Apple has a history of this. And again, I have all Apple products. I'm not fanboying them or bashing them. It's just a fact. But Apple has this unbelievable habit of really upselling the price on the first edition or two of a product. But its tech isn't quite up to par, and they know this in the roadmap. So by version 3, you get a product that'll last a lot longer with software updates and whatnot, and won't get left behind because, you don't have that sensor and yada, yada, and blah, blah. So the first edition Vision Pro is truly for early adopters. Don't do it unless you have money to burn. Don't do it.
Well, essentially, YouTubers who want to review the Apple
yeah, because outside of them, I don't think there's any left for sale.
Yeah, they're all got them. If they're not taking them apart, they're walking around the room with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. Mm.
Okay, enough of that, though. Yeah.
And now for something completely different.
Yeah. Here, we'll go.
Oh, and another thing. Oh, no, hang on. No, never mind.
But, but it could be a big thing. Teemu. Should we talk about Teemu for a minute here? Because, my
tell us what you found out.
Yeah, so, Teemu, the annoying ads where you could buy a guitar for $80 and so on and whatnot and all kinds of crazy, stupid deals. Well, there was a hardcore investigation done by somebody in the United States. I think it might be government, but it could be a news agency. Either way, the report does not hold back. And it's basically a 99% assurity that Teemu's product base in general, I mean, they are just a storefront and companies are allowed to go on it. But their biggest players and whatnot are pretty much forced labor companies. Yes, I said that. We're talking about slavery.
Slavery.
Yeah, and it has to do with that whole thing where China seems to have grabbed hold of this group of Jurgens or whatever they're called in a certain area of China. And basically, they've enslaved about 1 million people. And they seem to be the ones running most of the companies that are putting things on Teemu. So how much do you really need that discounted piece of junk that's going to die in a month anyway? Right? Yeah, we all know it's landfill. So, right? But that's terrible. And they're also being sued in the United States for gathering far more information through your cellular phone. And this is especially Android, sorry to say, but it's true. Than they even admit to. And they grab way too much as it is just for a shopping app. You know what I mean? And so you've now got a Chinese company that's farming your information hardcore out of an app and selling you cheap junk that's basically made by slave labor. Oh my God. I can't like to me, even the Foxconn factories where a lot of the iPhones were made for years, where people like leave home and go and move there. And it's almost like a city unto itself, but you literally just live there to work. To me, that was damn near indentured servitude as it is. Right.
Well, it was quite a bit of a concentration camp, really, because and you had to like pay the rent and all that. And by the time you've paid for all the services to live there,
there's barely any to send home.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Some weird shit going on there.
Yeah. Whereas, like, we have a bunch of dudes that come up every year from Mexico to work in the orchards and vineyards where I live, and they make real money to send home. And they also know how to drink and party, and we love having them here. They're great guys. We love them. But yeah, Petrie, yeah. So this is horrible stuff. So we try to be somewhat conscious about the things we do around here. I mean, we're complete chuckle fuck jokers, right? But we're not idiots. And so we really, right?
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Right. He's an idiot, but,
thank you.
Yeah. But, we do urge you to just remove Teemu from your life at this point. Get it off your damn phones anyway and use it on the browser. And if you're going to shop there because, I'm sorry, but life is too tough and I just have to, and I can understand that, right? I don't live high on the hog either, otherwise there'd be a bookshelf behind me, not just bullshit hanging on the wall. But get yourself like $100 old laptop or a Chromebook or something and shop on that so they're not farming your information hard. At least be smart.
See, Wayne the Sane was saying that he'd got some decent camping equipment from them and won't do it again. See, the thing is, I'm sure
But
Teemu,
some companies...
I was going to say, I'm sure in Teemu, there are actually some legit companies there who are just selling legit stuff. But it's the other. There are a lot of others, you know. It's
huge
like
amount though. It's a big amount. So the thing would be, you know, you could probably spend the effort and find the decent companies, but if you can find the equivalent deal on Amazon, you're probably better off if your conscience is involved in this, right? And again, I recognized, you know, budget restraints and stuff, and if it's for sale, it's for sale. Somebody's going to buy it. You know, it's that whole thing where somebody says, well, you bought that stereo, but you knew it was stolen. Well, somebody was going to do it. I might as well be the one to save. You know what I mean? Like, it's already been stolen. I'm not really helping crime because he did it before knowing I'd buy it. Putting it on me is not really effective. Right?
Well, it is kind of, because the guy's going, oh, that stereo sold really easy. I'll go and get 10 more.
Yeah, but if he does that and comes back to me and I go, no, you know what I mean? He's left running around trying to sell it. Whereas, you know what, I don't buy that argument, right? Because this is the human race. We're all, you know, susceptible to a good deal, right? You know, can't help it. I mean, Christ, I live on the verge of poverty, so I love a good deal, you know? But it's just something to be, you know, known about, because for me, especially, like, I really hate the digital farming of our information. Not that I'm saying forced labor is good, but I'm just so sick of it. This is why all these companies have apps now instead of a website, right? Because an app can get far more information out of your phone than a website.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
That's why they all have it. Everybody has an app now. You know, I can't even control the router to my internet service provider's provided router or modem, because I use it as a modem. I have my own router. But I can't even control it now by typing in the IP address into my browser and logging in. That's
really?
It's removed. Why? Because they have an app now.
It's pretty strange.
Yeah. But you can't use the app without giving up your location and all this other stuff and blah, blah, blah. Why? I just want to, you know, I just want to change DNS service providers. Like, it's so bad. I hate it, man. I hate it.
Oh yeah, you know, you just hate being monitored and watched. Which reminds me, I've got to get rid of that camera that I put in your shower.
Oh yeah, I knew not to let you over for that vacation day. I should have known flying over just to get French fries to see what they're like over here was a ruse.
See, the thing is, I should have put it in the shower head, not in the plug hole looking up, because it's not a good view.
Don't talk to me about putting anything in plug holes. It just. We're not doing that.
Oh, dear. Hey, do you want to talk on? I'll move on to a positive subject.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to throw you under the bus.
Oh God.
You did a community post the other day about was it Make-A-Wish?
Oh yeah. So that worked out to be funny because we got enough money in. And then somebody beat us to the punch and we didn't get to buy the iPad for the person. Ow. So then I scrolled through a little bit more and I found another child looking for an iPad mini, but the cost was like $123. And then somebody else responded to that community post and threw $35 or whatever it was into the hat. And I was able to push purchase on that one. So I went, and just as I went to purchase, somebody had fulfilled the wish. So I shit you not. It wasn't like, you know, somebody's doing this to me on purpose just because it's funny, right? So at that point, I just put a pause on the whole thing and gave it a couple of days for the community post to run its course, because I figured I might as well know the total before I try again and have the cash so I can just find it and click go.
Yeah, and not tell anybody by a community post so they go and buy it out from.
Well, that's what I think happened, right?
Yeah,
on the first one, I think somebody just went, "Oh, I'll just do it for you then." Yeah, but now I've got you know. You know, and if you did do that, just put it in the in the community chat, or not the community chat, the comments of the post. Say, "Oh, I just bought it for, you know, save up for your next one or something," right? Let us know. But it's awesome, you know. Every time we do One Simple Wish, which is a really great website, it is a place where kids in the foster care system can post a thing like, you know, oh, you know, it's getting near winter and, you know, I had a growth spurt. Not only do I need, you know, boots, but jacket as well and stuff. So, you know, $100 could help or what, blah, blah, or whatever. But we specifically go and find the kids that are like special needs, autism spectrum and stuff, and go to those ones, right? Yeah.
I didn't like the fact that there was that one like you know, foster kid who wanted to buy a NASA media RV, and they bought it out from underneath of us when we were trying to bid for it.
Do you remember that? Yeah. I think we had gathered like something like $12 billion at that point of crowdfunded money. And we were about to buy a classic NASA RV van that had CRT screens wired up and everything. It was amazing. Full like 480 interlaced video. You know, it was top of the line, and somebody got it. Yeah, you know, we tried so hard. You know, I mean, you know, we always try to do the best we can for everyone else, and on that one we lost. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, when's it our turn?
That was funny, that stream that we were doing that on.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, within about 30 minutes, the price had climbed from like 9,000 or whatever dollars to like 3 or 4 billion. That was hilarious.
I think we should take a video of you asking for for a NASA mobile media center, and we'll put that on One Simple Wish. Just a video of you going, we'll put you in, you know, little kiddies' clothes and things. like Ruprig. This is Ruprig. He wants a NASA van. Oh, a NASA van.
All I have to do is put a Toronto Blue Jays baseball cap on backwards, and I'll lose 1/3 of my IQ points on the spot.
God, you can't afford that much. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly. What's
barely functioning?
Yeah. What's 1/4 of 27 again?
46.
Yeah, exactly. Led Zeppelin.
Kippers.
Oh yeah. See, it's not my fault I go turn to this stuff. It's his. I shit you not. You know. I dare you to do this show here, and you know.
That's because I'm a pusher.
God damn the pusher, man.
Hey, talking of which, did you know there was a oh, I forgot. Shit, I forgot the name of the film now. Oh, do you know that there was an Easy Rider 2?
What?
There was a sequel, Easy Rider 2.
Who's in it? John Stamos and Eric Estrada?
Don't know. I think it was just some kind of. Well, I can't remember even what video I saw it on. It was just somebody mentioned it. I think it was Red Letter Media. But yeah, no, there was a fact, you know, an Easy Rider 2. Basically, you know, one of those passion projects or vanity projects, should we say, that was put together, and yeah. Didn't
yeah. Eric Stoltz as the bad guy. That's just. Oh my god.
That's a weird film, Easy Rider.
Yeah, Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox. Yeah, Easy Rider is one of those films that's really cool because you're like a counterculture party person and you've seen it because, you know, it's people on bikes. But if then if you stand there and go, yeah, it's cool, and somebody says, okay, so what's it about?
96 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Harley Davidsons. I mean,
well, there's that whole like scene. It was just like, it seems like it's like a third of the movie, which is the drug fueled wander around like places, and just like yeah, just off their tits. Yeah. The only bits I remember is the camping scene with Jack Nicholson when he's talking about UFOs and you see the UFO and they're all just like smoking pot and just like off their tits, and the bit at the end, which I'm not going to give away.
Yeah, the UFO scene reminds me of when the aliens come down and give to the suit to the greatest American hero in the desert. I'm not kidding, actually. Anybody who remembers that show, The Greatest American Hero, it was this funny show where this guy had a super suit and he could fly and stuff, but he couldn't control it. They didn't give him instructions, so he wasn't very good. But if you watch the first 2-hour movie of it, it's not some comedy blumber, Inspector Gadget thing. It's actually serious. He's out with his kids from high school on a field trip, and William Catt, yeah, that's the guy. Chris Lundy, if you watched it, in the Arrowverse, they had a wedding, and he was the preacher who got blown away by the laser beam who was doing the wedding. It was pretty funny. Yeah. But yeah, I really liked Greatest American Hero. It had an amazing theme song. Had a really good theme song. Yeah, it's exactly the song that Scott Bakula's Enterprise wished they had. Oh my God.
It's been a long road.
Why did they get a guy who tries to sound like Rod Stewart to sing it? It was such a bad, they should have got, it was just,
I can't remember his name now, but he's a proper singer.
Yeah, but he sounds like Rod Stewart, so it just sounded like a cover song because they didn't want to pay the royalties.
It's been a long road.
Yeah.
Getting from there to here.
Yeah. That's not really selling it.
No.
But that was the worst idea.
It was actually meant for a different series. From what I remember, that it wasn't actually pigeonholed or written for Enterprise. It was going to be used. There was going to be used something else.
Yeah, they were going to do a Yogi Bear live action TV show, and it was going to be for him. He was singing to his little buddy. What's his name? Babu or something? Boo Boo. Yeah.
Boo Boo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite like it. I don't mind it at all.
I hate it. It's just, and there's been like 4 or 5 singers to record that song over time, and every one of them, they have done a good job as singers, but the song just sucks. It's so purposely aspirational. It just makes me sick.
You'd like it if it was on For All Mankind.
Yeah, it should have been more honest. It's been a long slide. Getting from there to here. I'm feeling old and tired, and my time is finally here. I'm gonna wrap a rope around my throat and step off the table. Hey, I wrote that on the spot. Come on.
Mark Snyder says Enterprise wasn't that bad. The Vulcan was hot and illogically dressed. Yes, she was a foxy chick.
Yeah. She never really
and with no emotion. Perfect woman.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
She'd never get angry with you, but if she did, it would be logical.
See, you're the guy they market sex dolls to. You realize that, right?
I don't get those in my Amazon recommended, things.
If it comes down to Dunk's choice, we'll be sponsored by Sex Dolls or Us or something in another year, And
Hottie
one day
box.
in the middle of our live stream, he's going to go, but our sponsor today sent me a new head to play with. And it'll just be,
Just send me the pussy. That's all I need.
oh, God.
Oh, they send me a stuffed cat. That's not what I wanted. What? Oh, it'll do.
Fuck is wrong with you?
Eddie Port in a storm.
You got to be really fast on the buttons when talking to this guy, I tell you.
Too slow.
Yeah. Now, to my own horror, I do have to refresh my drink. So unfortunately,
Me too. Let's do it together, and let's see who can do it fastest. All right, I'm gonna just lean over. There's me ice. See, I do this. I do this thing that nobody else seems to do, and I like to have my wine chilled. But I can't be bothered, put it in the fridge and keep going backwards and forwards to get in it. So what I do is I have my my wine, and I also have like a tub of ice cubes. So I'll just drop a couple of ice cubes in my wine, and yeah, it's all right. Waters it down, makes it last a little bit longer.
oh my God. And you Brits get upset when Americans make tea with a microwave. I mean, seriously, you know?
So we should.
But I don't drink wine, right?
I don't drink tea.
Well, there's these things I don't like. They're called hangovers. And as such, I avoid wine. But we're surrounded by vineyards that win awards and stuff. And if they heard what you just said, they would all...
Oh. No, I agreed. And if I was like, I had you all round for dinner, and I wouldn't like get a box of wine and a jug of ice cubes and say, there you go, here's your chilled wine. No, I'd do it properly. I'd put it in the fridge and everything, and so it's nicely chilled. And of course, it is way nicer like that. Don't get me wrong. It's just the act of sheer laziness of sitting here talking to you. I couldn't be bothered to do all that kind of shit. It's just that's how I'll do it. It's how I roll.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm Canadian, so I don't use a microwave for tea. That's revolting.
No, you don't drink tea either. Oh, you do drink tea.
Oh, a lot, actually, yeah. I have a cutoff, so I have coffee until noon, and then I have tea until beer.
Yeah, but being a North American, you don't use like tea bags or anything. You have your freshly ground tea beans, and
No. No, because see, I use deodorant, not patchouli oil. So I buy tea bags, not make it difficult, right?
Tea beans.
Yeah. Well, you got to roast your tea beans properly, otherwise you get tannins.
I wonder how it's like that. So like came about, I always curious. It makes me curious about this sort of stuff. Fascinates me. How did that tea become invented? Because it would have been like growing there, as a plant. And you go, oh, there's a plant. I'll eat it. Doesn't taste very nice. I'll try it with a salad. No, doesn't work.
I know.
I'll try boiling it. Like it was a bit spinachy.
Yeah.
I know. I'll put it in some hot water instead and drink it.
I know. Yeah. I don't.
Why do they do that with tobacco?
Yeah,
It'd be disgusting.
Yeah. Or like a food like rhubarb that's basically poisonous until you cook it. So you come across it, half of your people eat it, a whole bunch get sick, some die, and then you think, you know what? What if we cook it first? Okay, who's first?
Have it with custard.
Yeah, like. I don't get that.
It's like the pufferfish all over again, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah. Or like when I've said, and you Canadians and people in Northern America or Northern United States will know what I'm talking about. Go up to like Sudbury, Ontario and whatnot, or north of Edmonton, Alberta. And can you imagine being a settler and you're cruising along and it's spring and things are okay. And then it's summer, things are okay. Then it's fall, it's getting a bit cold. And then all of a sudden, it's minus 40 degrees Celsius and there's 6 feet of snow around you. Why are you still there? Why did anyone go, yeah, great place to make a town? The fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, what's wrong with the south of France?
Exactly. Why didn't we all invade Monaco and turn it into a pleasure? Oh, wait, it already is.
Yeah. But for cheap people.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah,
why the hell do
that is
people,
interesting.
You know, or like I saw a video recently on YouTube, probably fake and AI, but how do people in like Siberia heat their homes? Well, wood stoves, right? And sure enough, that was the answer. But why are they there? Like, why don't you just slowly migrate your punk ass somewhere where it doesn't become minus 60? I just can't understand it. There's no way,
It's like finding a flock of birds. Like just sitting there and saying, "Well, why didn't you, fly south with winter? We like it here.
Yeah, exactly.
Rent's cheap.
Yeah, humans got all kinds of stale bread. It's working out all right.
We're doing great.
Yeah. But I don't get it. I just don't get it. Or, like you got somebody that lives way up north where it's always cold. And there are cultures that have grown up there. But one day, a tourist comes along with like video cameras and stuff and says, oh, yeah, this is the internet and shit. Why do you stay? Don't you literally just say, well, I'll trade you, 3 seal and 500-pound of whale meat or something, and you take me to where buildings have elevators? Like,
is it like just not down to like some resources or something? Like there's lots of gold to be mined up there or something, and
well, in a few places, but they didn't know that 300-400 years ago. They just simply existed there anyway. It baffles my mind. Humans were way tougher back in the day than we are now, because my punk ass could not handle that shit, and other people did it as a lifestyle, right? Blows me away. God, we're powder puffs now,
Mark Snyder says Inuits have over 30 words for snow and also 42 words for yellow snow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But God, man, they must have been tough sons of bitches in their day. Holy shit, right?
Yeah, they can't pee in the snow. It just comes out as like icicle darts.
Yeah. Even today, most of them wear Levi's, so it's not quite the same,
No. Heated Levi's, but Levi's.
Yeah. We're the snowflakes, man. It's unbelievable, compared to what, it must have been.
That's all right. I don't mind admitting I'm not a tough, explorer type person.
But there's
not into that.
There's parts of being this cream. Yeah. There's parts of being this cream puff new people that I like. Like, can you imagine growing up in Roman times where you go to the bathroom and you just grab the spongy stick that the last guy used and proceed to, clean up?
So are you saying we've kind of like lost our frontiersmanship type of thing out of humanity? So when we go to colonize Mars, they'll be like, where's the cushy jobs at?
Yeah. We gave up that ruggedness so that we could use cotton on our bung. Would you like a soft rub, sir?
Do you think on the Mars colony they will be sending soft toilet paper to Mars, or do you think they'll be producing it out of the Mars regolith?
No, they'll probably grab the Martians that are there and use them as toilet paper, right? It'll be like the bear and the rabbit.
Or maybe we'll just go back to the Roman sponge that passes around the station.
Oh, I'd hate to be on laundry duty. Here come the sponges. No. 7 days of Klingons all in one sponge. That gives a whole new meaning to Star Trek.
Oh, dear.
I don't know if anybody noticed or not, but there is inhabitants in the tank now. You see right there? There's 3 baby
bacteria.
guppies. Yeah, no, it's not that small a tank. There's 3 baby guppies swimming around in there. So yeah, this week I'm gonna go and get a couple of more decorations and fill it out a bit more and whatnot. But yeah, I had to start cycling the tank more, and you need life's waste to do that, right? So
Hey,
you know,
we need another webcam. We need Guppy Cam.
I have a second Logitech 1080p cam, and I do have an extendable powered USB that would make it work. So I could set it up if you want. You know, it would be cool. You know,
well, we could have, instead of having the Earth there, we could have that as the background.
yeah. Oh, that's not a bad idea. We could have the tank as the background of the show.
We are working towards all live backgrounds and stuff. So
That's right. Yeah. And they'll be inclusive. So we'll have like, you know, an
Girls and
underwater
boys.
dwarf frog and a snail and stuff, you know. Yeah.
You got to make sure one of them's gay.
Yeah, well, you know, hey, they can identify. I don't, you know, I just, you know, you know, it's kind of like I provide the lodging. What you do with it is up to you, right? You know, you know.
You'd have to get one of those like little stone arches, but have it painted like a rainbow, and you see who keeps swimming underneath it all the time. Go, so you're the gay one in the tank.
Yeah.
You've been marked.
Petrie, Andrew Petrie in the chat. Throw a couple of those Siamese fighting fish in, yeah, and we can take bets. No, we're not. We're not doing that. We're not. You know, we're not having live fish death on the channel. It's not happening.
Oh, not this channel.
Yeah. No. My son would freak out and kill me, man. No way.
Yeah, we'll have a separate channel. Don't worry, it's a secret channel, an underground one.
Yeah. Oh, hey,
Fish
why
fights.
is Stream Elements choking on its own thing again? I think people's memberships are just renewing for the month or something, right? You know?
Did anybody?
Yeah, every single pop-up you see there with Stream Elements, that's not new members. Those are just, you know, renewals. Why does it do that? I got to turn that off somehow. I don't even really know how to use it. You know?
Yeah, because I think my membership runs out in a couple of days. It might be today, actually.
Yeah. Really? Well, you better renew it.
What?
I told you, if you're not a member, you're not coming on. All right? You know?
Jesus Christ. I pay enough here to be here. Get up. I pay my entry fee. I'm the only one that does.
With that whole bus fiasco, holy God, did you ever? He still every day brings it up on a special page, you know, and then he looks up some other ones and whatnot. Oh my God.
Oh, I wonder what you were talking about. Oh, Jesus, because I still haven't. You know, it's still sitting here.
No, Felix in the bus. You better get on that. He's gonna, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a week.
I'll call you on FaceTime and let him fucking deal with you.
Yeah, I found that that tablet pen I'm supposed to be sending to you as well.
Oh, okay, cool. Blonde in the chat says, you know, guppies will have babies. Oh my God. So Felix's tank upstairs is bigger than this one. And we let the guppies breed after we had like 2 big live plants in the tank. And it got to the point of insanity where it was like an apartment building. There was so many guppies. I couldn't give them away fast enough. So what we did was we got rid of them all and started his tank from scratch, basically. It was too much. And this is 3 male guppies, so I won't have an issue. And they're just in there cycling the tank. We're not actually going to have guppies as the main fish in there. I'm going to have a real fancy beta, and then like a couple of snails and a frog and a couple of shrimp and stuff, and a cool little community where everybody gets along, but there's that one cool dude that rules the roost,
Now, I hope your 3 male guppies are extraordinarily gay, and even though they can't have children, they will have a damn good try.
Yeah, well, they seem to get along great, Yeah. But a friend of mine grabbed most of the guppies when I finally, I met somebody who was willing to come and just let me net them. And he breeds them as food for other fish. He's got like this amazing setup with tanks. So he's going to take these 3 when I don't need them anymore and, put them into the breeding pool. So they'll live a good life, They're just going to swim around and fuck, so it's not bad.
Yeah. Well, what else do you expect them to do? Yeah.
I don't know.
They'll have a wonderful life. I'm sure they'll.
Yeah. I pull them out in the net.
It's not like they're going to leave a review on TripAdvisor.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm a good Canadian fish keeper, right? So once a week, I get them out with a net, and I give them a little drop of vodka, oh yeah,
a little tickle on their tummy.
Exactly, little puff, I'd blow it on them, hey, there you go, dude.
Just straight into the gills.
Yeah.
You don't drop little fishy brownies in the tank for them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey man, try this.
Have you ever tried making Yorkshire pudding that are that fucking small? It's not easy, But they love it.
Yeah, you should try my Yorkshire puddings. That's how big they normally turn out.
Yeah.
Little burnt little discs at the bottom of the pan.
Yeah, cooking for fish. A new show coming up, We're gonna film a public service announcement coming up, and it's what to do if you encounter a pack of coyotes. And the end result is, we're gonna film it and try to help you out.
Yeah, which is the best way to bleed out?
Yeah,
when you're
exactly.
being attacked by coyotes.
Yeah. Veins versus arteries. What to offer to the white wolf?
It's that one in your leg, in your thigh that just bleed out in seconds. Yeah. Eat that.
Yeah, but we're here
it's not
for
much
you.
of a public service because we
it
don't
is
have much of a coyote problem over here.
Yeah, well, but we do, and so we're here for you, and we're going to start bringing you real trials and tests of public situations, just like that whole thing with unwanted erections. Since we did the intro, we've had 3 people that are in their 40s and still live in their parents' basements that have volunteered to do some testing for us. So we'll see how it goes.
You have to send some pictures of your grandma over, see what happens.
I think they've got their own.
Oh, talking about public service. You remember that sketch by Monty Python? How not to be seen, and you got this forest and all these people, all these bushes everywhere, and how not to be seen, Mr. Eric McStripe. I can't quote exactly. Please stand up. He blows up. The bush blows up. And,
I've never seen this.
This man knows how not to be seen. He hasn't. He didn't stand up when we asked him to. So did you see these 3 bushes all get blown up one by one? Yes, that's right. He was in the 3rd bush. It's really funny. I was just watching this video about snipers the other day, and it's like, can you spot the sniper? No, he's over there. He's over there. Oh, he's behind that bush. And these 2 snipers stand up and go, "Oh, that's how to show how not to be seen." I just wanted to be like shot.
Yeah.
It was so. Oh, no. Sorry, I'm lost. I've lost it on everybody. I'm just like quoting Monty
No,
Python and making comparisons to a sketch that nobody knows about.
It reminds me of the BBC used to do public service announcements all the time, like, don't do this, it's dangerous, and blah, blah, and whatnot. And Clarkson on Top Gear showed once that they actually did Don't Run. And they had this, fun-loving girl, mid-20s or something, in a lovely little fun dress, just kind of saying bye to her friend and turning around and kind of jogging away real quick. And as soon as she did, these other stuffy dudes that look like they used to clean chimneys in the 1700s or something walked by the corner with this huge plate of glass in their hands. And then they kind of, without her doing it, they show her that she would have crashed into it. And they literally said at the end, walk, don't run.
Walk, yeah.
Yeah, like literally don't run.
Women, know your limits.
No, don't make it worse. Jeez. It's funny because you're not really that much older than me, but you're determined to make it so that you sound it, aren't you?
We used to have all these like public films, and it was all about. Obviously, it was aimed at kids, like not swimming near canals and not flying kites next to electricity pylons and stuff like that. And there was always like, it was always tragic. There was always like a death. But there was this one that just. Me and my wife was talking about this because she remembers it as well, and it really just sends shivers up your spine. And it was all these kids like playing around farm, and you go, "Oh, kid, don't play in farms." And basically, one of them slips and falls into this big, deep septic tank, and just disappears. And it's like, oh no! Yeah, PJC that says, Charlie, don't talk to strangers. Yeah, that was another one. But yeah, no, that's PJ. Do you remember the septic tank one? Because that just like sent shivers up your spine.
Can you imagine it falling into 8 feet of somebody else's shit?
Drowning in it.
Oh my god! Yeah. I don't need supper tonight. I'm just getting drunk now. Fuck that.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh my god. Here, hold on.
It sounds great.
Oh my god.
I'm sure it's on the YouTube somewhere. I'm sure on YouTube there's probably a compilation of all these public services. We also had the public service thing, teaching kids, learn to swim, and it was by Rolf Harris, the famous paedophile.
Oh, for the love of God!
That went down really well in the years to come. Yeah, hey kids, come to the swimming pool and meet me in the showers.
Oh my god, yeah, here. Yeah. This guy's safe with 20 children in bathing suits. Oh my god, no.
Mind you, he did sing about Jake the Peg and his extra leg. So
was he Catholic?
No, he's Australian. That's even worse.
No, I'm not doing that. No. No. I'll put that on a Catholic, because of, but no.
Oh, we just lost all the Australian contingent of the audience.
No. Australians and Canadians are bonded for life due to our sheer love of good, real, slick, salty, hand-fed food and alcohol to go with it.
That's I just thought you meant the hatred for the British.
What? No. Only you guys think about that these days. Nobody else does. We've all moved on.
Are you sure?
Yeah. These jokes about World War II, there's barely anybody alive who understands them anymore. Right?
Hey,
it's kind of like Latin. No, Germans whistled their way into heavy metal and have moved on. Come on.
I don't know. Have you been to Germany recently? Oh dear. Lots of far right groups over there at the minute.
I'm goosing. I'm stepping, goosing, stepping.
You make it sound like a trend.
Yeah, but it's all polite and lovely now, and wrapped up in a Volkswagen that doesn't pollute anymore, right? It's good.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, like we say around here, if you're gonna pick on people, you got to do it evenly, so everybody's a victim, right? That way it's not personal; it's just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember there's a great story. So, a dude from America is talking to a dude from Germany, and the dude from America is like, "So you guys are really strict with your traffic laws and stuff, right?" Yeah. So, what would happen if you had your license taken away from bad driving, but you got in the car anyway and drove and were caught? And he said, well, no, you can't drive without a license. And he said, yeah, but what if you did get in the car and drive? Nope, you can't drive without a license. Yes, but if you cannot drive without a license. That's but
I thought you were going to tell the joke about the two hairy men. One's American, one's German, and the German says to the American, "Do you have problems having shit stick to your fur?"
No.
I don't think I need to finish that joke. Everybody's heard it enough.
Yeah, it ends with some ass wiping. We're going to get ourselves in trouble for sure. Yeah, bound to happen. Wrote this a little tight.
A Jew, a Muslim, and a Catholic walk into a bar. And they all had a lovely time together. See, I tell the modern, more inclusive version of it. See.
Oh my God!
I could tell you my donut joke, but I won't.
Yeah, when he tells you that direct donations that are just for the channel go to my alcohol fund, he's not fucking kidding.
It also goes to therapy as well.
I bought a Mickey a gin, and unfortunately they didn't have tonic water, so I had to get like either Sprite or ginger ale, or
more gin.
Yeah, but I'm rapidly running through it. I'm mixing it way too hard, and still, you're just a little bit much to stomach, so I'm gonna have to go harder.
That's what my wife said on our wedding night.
Well, funny enough, I was there. Just you didn't know me then.
I was just going to say something really inappropriate to that now, and I'm not going to. I was going to say I was a heavy. Coming back then, no, but I'm not going to say that because that would just be inappropriate. Right, could somebody super chat Dick some booze fund so we can run across the road and get more therapy?
I'm gonna have to do that, but I'm also gonna have to get pizza for my son because at this point you've ruined me and I'm just gonna be a drunken moron. So
that's what my wife said to my wedding night.
That was the honeymoon night, and again I was there
holding the camera.
Yeah. Why do you think I had the eye patch?
Yes, darling. I love the idea that we had a wedding video, but do we have to film the honeymoon as well?
And you really think he's worth paying that much? I mean, it's just...
he's doing it for free. He volunteered.
Oh, no, man. The alcohol bill was high. You know, I remember standing there just thinking to myself, really? In flannel? You know?
God, we don't have to talk a lot of shit. I'm really sorry, people in the viewers. You come here for great information and you just get this tosh from us.
Oh, yeah, no, there's times for good information. This just isn't one of them. It's just, you know, this is where the Joker part comes out, not the...
I'm sure there could be lessons learned from this. If somebody wants to, after this is over, if you just want to, like, you know, put it down in the comment section. I'm not. Of the all the, you know, useful information that you can glean from this show. But
you know what? There is a lesson to be learned here. The ability to tune a microphone does not make you worthy of using it.
Yeah, but I sound good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's your fault.
Boom, boom.
The one thing you didn't manage to tune is my capability of of adding decent content. That's the one thing you managed to miss in the whole tune-up.
Yeah, I can tune electrons, just not the ones that fire in the human brain, you know.
So next week, Duke will be, joined by a 6-inch coiled piece of shit. It will sound great, and it will have better information and a cleaner act than mine.
And you'll love it.
Coily, our new mascot.
Hello, I'm Coily. And today's news starts with...
Oh, we need an animation for that. No,
Animation?
I'm not sure about Coily as the name for the animation, you know, but
Colin the Coily.
Colin the Coil. So I'm looking a little gray today. Seems somebody needs to, adjust their diet. But
do you think at this point people have actually stopped listening to us in the chat and they're just like muted us just so they can have a nice chat amongst themselves?
Well, that's what I would do, right? You know, I would just pop out the live chat and minimize the show and mute it. Yeah,
go find watch something else.
Yeah, I would get a nice fireplace image going on the TV. I think that would be a good thing.
Well, PJ's still listening. He's a glutton for punishment.
Yeah. And then I would put us up using Google closed caption because it gets everything wrong. And then watch a hilarious line of gibberish get fired at you. That would be hilarious. Right? Yeah. Bring up the closed captions on YouTube if you watch the show after we're live, because they do put it up. And then in our Discord, give us screen caps of the most ridiculous shit that it does. That would be funny. We'll do a segment on the 42 show for how bad can voice recognition be or something, you know?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember those days. Really
bad. Yeah, that'd be funny. You know? That'd be fucking hilarious.
Well, we used to do it live as well. We would have that like burned into the stream, but it was just all over the place.
It was so screwed up, especially with the Ukrainians coming in with the accents and stuff and whatnot, that it got to the point of stupidity. And there was a few people that are like hearing issued that liked our show, that appreciated that. But when you look back on it, they missed the point a lot of the time. So we took it off live, but we enabled it for the rewatch. So anybody that has an issue can just watch it after, and the transcript, the closed caption will be there.
It is interesting though, considering the date today with these the storming forward of AI.
It still sucks.
That size of things that just still suck. Yeah.
I know. Which shows that it doesn't really understand language. It's just still picking out keywords and going, huh? You know?
Mm. So when you do meet your robo overlord who's about to attack you, you'll be saying, "Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me! Shoot the other guy! Shoot him!" And it will say, "There are three coffee shops. There are 3 coffee shops in your area."
Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, I did not understand the question. I'll just if I look at Google, it says "kill me, kill me, kill me."
Logic states a bagel is not a bagel without a hole in the center.
You are now a bagel.
Yeah. Goddamn Vulcans.
Hey, it could be a donut, not a bagel. There you go. That stumped you.
True. It just depends on how hungry you are in the morning, right?
Is a bagel a donut with just less sugar on it?
No, a donut is more light and fluffy unless it's an old school one, right? That's more cake-like. But even an old school one is more cake-like, where a bagel is like this cool bread thing going on. So way different. Yeah. You know, donut, police officer, bagel, New York gangster, right?
Yeah. I so wish we still had the what was it, the Shills shitty debate.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
That button, that would have been a good one. Yeah, bagel boiled. Like. Yeah, bagels are awesome. I love them. I love cream cheese and a bagel, and if it's toasted correctly, you know, you don't put it in a toaster that does both sides even. You're ruining your bagel. Don't do that. You have to treat your bagel properly. But it's true. You know, bagels are awesome. I like.
And then you can wear it afterwards.
Yeah, well, you know, you'd have to have a skinny neck, but but no. No. See, I was taking it away from that. But
you were taking my toys away from me.
I knew it was coming. Yeah. But I like a bagel with cream cheese, a little bit of butter, and then cream cheese. And then a little bit of good quality, not cheap store-bought crap, but good quality strawberry jam on the cream cheese. Oh,
I thought you were going to say smoked salmon.
Jesus Christ! You just ruined it for everybody, didn't you?
Yeah, that's a popular.
Yeah, it
one,
is. Man. Yeah, I hate salmon. Ugh.
Well, are you a bear?
No, but it's like, you know, it's like digging through the toes of an unclean human to try to find your next meal. It's just awful, you know?
I think you've had some bad salmon. If that's your comparison.
It is. I hate it. I can't stand it.
I know, Lucius, the only reason I say, what are you, a bear? Because, you know, that's what bears just basically like eat all the time. It's like, not more salmon.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I've had that like candied smoked salmon and stuff too, and it still just tastes like butt crack. You know,
candied smoked salmon.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
That's what you do when you are.
Got to explain that.
No, that's what you do when you're allowed to catch too much salmon and you have an abundance and it doesn't sell, so you smoke it.
Canned.
No, candied. It's a smoked salmon that's also kind of candied with a sweet hickory thing and stuff. And it's popular around here because in my parts, there's people who are allowed to just catch unholy amounts of salmon and they don't know what to do with it. So they try turning it into like licorice.
Back to bears again.
It's fucked up, man. I don't know. But, you know, I've whined about fish enough. I love lobster and shellfish. I love lobster and shellfish and whatnot. Oh my God, that's good. But
when you say shellfish, do you mean like, you know, clams and mussels and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've been known
Like
to like a clam
snails.
now and then. But the thing I ask is when it comes to like really nice crab or lobster, why do some people insist on dipping it into this really strong garlic butter so that all they taste is the texture of what they're eating and garlic butter, and pay like $40, $50, whatever for the meal? I don't understand that. When I have like a nice lobster, and I used to have relatives that fish lobster in Prince Edward Island. So when I would go there for family vacation in summer, we would get fresh lobster delivered daily and cook it up. And we did not put garlic butter all over it because that ruins the flavor. It might as well have garlic toast. And
they do. There does seem to be a tendency to absolutely drench things in butter and garlic. I mean, I've seen people cook steak in butter. When I say cook steak in butter, I mean it's like it's up to the level of the steak, and it's just like in butter. I'm sure it's delicious, but why not just eat a block of butter? It's just at that point.
Yeah. I didn't get it because like I outside of the Maritimes, I hadn't had much lobster in life, and then. When I was like 28 years old, I was at my girlfriend's place, who was, I don't know, 25, 6, whatever. And they had lobster
You were
in.
13.
No. But there was this big family cookout, and there was lobster and stuff. And first they boiled them, which means they're cooked. And then they ripped the tails off and stuff and did the whole spread open for the barbecue. But they're already cooked. So now they've ruined it, right? And then everybody dipped it in as much garlic butter as they could find. And all I could think of is all you have now is bouncy meat garlic butter flavored. I couldn't understand it, you know?
It's like how they cook escargot as well. Escargot is just basically snails just drowned in butter, garlic butter. And it's just like, and thankfully, you can't taste the snail.
But that's probably for the best. I'm here to tell you that lobster just on its own is unbelievably good.
Oh yeah, I know. I can imagine it. I'd love to try. Some. I've never had lobster. I'd love to try it.
Andrew Petrie in the chat says, tell them about the McLobster sandwich from the East Coast in Canada. Yeah. McDonald's actually has a McLobster sandwich on the East Coast of Canada because we catch so much lobster. But it's the mechanical separated afters that first go into lobster tails and then go into canned lobster. And when it's no longer good for that, it goes into the McLobster, right? I mean, I would not go to McDonald's for much lobster, but it is cool. It comes around every year,
It's like those fish sticks things you can get, which are basically some kind of congealed protein that has been near a fish.
Yeah.
It saw one once.
They won't even tell you what kind of fish because it's like 30 of them. It's just we were trying to catch tuna and this is the shit we got, right? I hate that. In Canada, the McDonald's McRib sandwich has come back, and it's really funny because it has the look of ribs where it's like a strip of meat interrupted by bones. But it's all meat and it's just been shaped to look that way.
Yes.
So, how much do I want that? I mean, seriously?
Yeah, it's practically grown in a lab.
Yeah, it's literally the little bit of meat you can scrape from the hoof of a fucking pig, put together with gobs of barbecue sauce on a stale bun that's been microwaved, right? It's just,
Yeah, but it's kind of like delicious. But isn't that like the future of of humanity foods and food supplies? Is we've got to learn how to eat like crap.
I don't think so.
If they made it like healthy, as it were, and not just full of fat and sugars.
I don't think
and
we have
make
to,
it delicious. I mean, are we not going to be like eating insects in the future?
I don't think the answer is like petri dish cooked meats and stuff. I think the answer is humanity getting a little bit more accustomed to the idea that, maybe this flock of cows doesn't have 100 acres to roam. It only has 3, but fuck, good enough.
I don't think they call it a flock.
What the fuck ever, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? I mean, we shouldn't get used to like raising an animal in a pen that's like 3 by 3 for its whole life. But we should get used to the idea that we are just raising food, not something that's happy and free and frolicking around until one day we slit its throat and fucking string it up. Let's just be honest about it a bit more. And then, you could have like big, huge buildings that have levels. And as it goes up, it's lighter food that's grown and stuff, and you know what I mean? There's options then. It's this human perception that, oh, this cow deserves an amazing life. Why? Because I'm going to kill it at fucking 24 months and eat it? Like,
Well, that's why they're inventing the Apple Vision Pro, because they're going to put them on cows, and cows will have a virtual life where they'll be skiing down the mountains and traveling the world. They have a whale of a life. When the battery runs out, Steve Jobs will come behind them with a big knife and slit their necks. Yay! But he had a good life.
Yeah.
A bit like the humans who were using the Vision Pro. Yeah. We'll be doing the same thing. We'll be wearing the Vision Pro. Oh, I had a great life. I've been skiing down the Andes, and I've been, sky jumping on the moon.
Yeah. It's all second nature to me.
Yeah. And when the battery runs out, you're just like, someone just come along and kill you. You've had enough. Into the Soylent Green tank for you.
Exactly. Yeah. And not even for the cattle, Okay, hold on a minute here.
You can imagine Soylent Green saying, "Oh, this food was humanely sourced."
Yeah. Everybody gave their consent. Check their phones for the apps because it's in the fine print. You agreed to it.
Made from free range humans.
Okay, so let's see here. Let me get this right. Altruist in the chat says, hey, have you seen the Simpsons episode of the food court? It's so fucking funny. You gotta play it if you can, Dawson. Well, we'll probably get in a lot of shit for this, but I'm setting it up right now. Yeah,
Well, you're not monetized, so.
Oh, even if we were, we lost it long ago. It doesn't matter.
Hey, we're trying to build the trust up with YouTube again. Come on.
Yeah. Come on, YouTube.
And well, we should mention that we got a super chat from CF Beauty herself.
Yay!
Comes in with $5. Says Sergeant Buckchuck needed dinner. Thank you very much, CF.
Yum-yums for Buckchuck.
Yeah, you're a mod. You're not supposed to be doing super chats. You see the old cow.
Sergeant says yes.
Yeah, Sergeant says, I don't care where it comes from.
Yeah. Sergeant has a extended family. Right. So, there's Luscious Drunk, his kitty friend.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Right. There's, you'll meet more of Buckchuck's family as we go.
He's got his damn goat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think that's a pet, to be honest. Just an angry one,
Well, that's because Buck's milking it with his sharp teeth.
Yeah. Just, okay, so
see if the show says, I'm not feeding the extended family, lol. I think he's talking about you, Dick.
Yeah, well, probably. Okay, so here we go. We've got Ultras's request here with the Simpsons food court moment. This is probably going to get us in a lot of shit, but we'll see how it goes. And I'll end it if I have to, right? So here we go.
Ready, sweetie?
Almost. You're just finishing up my banh mi. That's what tech people call sandwiches.
Here you go, sir.
You forgot to charge me.
Oh, no, sir, it's free. All the food here is free.
Free food? At work? Are you serious?
I sure am.
Marge, I need a moment.
I'm going to bring the audio down to see if we don't get in too much trouble.
I can sing it if you want. No, YouTube won't recognize it.
Yeah. I need to jiggle the screen now to put the pixels out of place, right? Oh, what if I do this? Right, we'll speed it up here. Oh, wait a minute. We got to take that intro out. We'll get in a lot of shit for that. There's no way.
Oh, we're watching the whole episode.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's happening here. But I'm not willing to put, I mean, you can poke the bear, but you don't stick firecrackers straight up his rectum, right?
I tell you what, just post the link in the chat. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it just plays the intro and ends. So we're done there.
Yeah.
We're done. Yeah. Wonder how much trouble we're going to get in here. Let's see. Wait a minute.
What?
There's some guy named Matt at my door. Let me just go and answer that. I do. Hey, are you there even?
Yes, I'm
Dick to alcohol. I mean, dunk.
I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I need alcohol. So funny enough how that worked out, right? So I'll tell you what. You say boo and I won't answer and I'll be right back.
Boo. And he didn't answer, so there you go. That worked. Yeah, no, I was. You got me. Throw me under the bus again. I was always. No idea where I was going. Myself, but yeah, I wasn't really following that Simpsons thing. I didn't quite get it. Didn't quite get what the joke was. Maybe somebody will have to explain it to me one day. I'll tell you what, I need to go to the toilet.
I've only ever seen I've only ever seen like 14 episodes of The Simpsons, so
Wow.
I don't really get any of the
Seriously?
jokes. Yeah, I've hardly ever watched that show.
Even out of osmosis, you must know more from The Simpsons. than
Oh,
that.
I know a lot of the jokes because they always come up in memes and stuff, but I've never actually seen the episodes. I don't really, I even got to the point where I was able to do an okay impression of the old man that held the whole town hostage because he had the power plant, Hilarious that they needed an entire nuclear power plant to power this small little mountain town. I always thought that was odd.
Well, maybe it was on the grid and it was powering other towns around the area. So
Yeah, I don't know.
just part of the infrastructure.
Yeah. Mr. Burns. Yeah, that's it. I got to a point where I could do a pretty good impersonation of him because I kept hearing and, the clips would come up so much, right? You just couldn't escape it. But I was just
waiting.
at the...
waiting.
Well, I would no, I can't do it now because it's been so long. Let me try to think of one of the lines he says. If I could, I can't do it without imitating the line, right?
Set free the dog, Smithers.
Yeah. That reminded me of one. Here, let me look it up. Let me just look it up here. Mr. I just need a few of the quotes here, right? Here, hold on. Oh my God. Okay.
Watch Shills. Really. My stream at my end is spinny wheeling.
Yeah, I actually just heard you like roboting out in my ears. Are we having like an issue now just because I opened a website?
We've been thrown off the internet, thrown off YouTube for that clip.
I wonder. I don't know. I'm not seeing it over here in studio. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you.
Okay. My computer went buggy crazy there. You were all robotic. I couldn't hear you. Nothing. That was just, yeah, you know.
Yeah, it must be internet at your end.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back on track.
Like,
we're back on track.
You know,
don't worry.
Yeah. That was weird. You know, it sounded like little nerdy kids with high pitched voices trying to do a live stream. That was weird for me.
What do you mean, like us?
Well, kind of, you know. What we do is we run our live stream at 2/3 speed, so we have deeper voices than you realize, you know.
Dunk actually sounds more like this.
And mine is that way, but just less nasal. So it's one of those things. We're really good at faking it. So, I do have the odd thing going on over here. It's audio wise. It's just strange. I'm seeing you, Duncan, in the control room going completely red as if your shit's like breaking down. Yeah, there's a latency to you, a delay now. I can totally hear it. Interesting. Sorry, everybody.
It seems fine at my end.
Yeah. It just went from green to red. Very strange. I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully, it doesn't, collapse things, right?
Skins.
Yeah.
I tell you what. I'm gonna go for the loo. So I'm gonna throw you under the bus. I'm gonna hit the head and see if it settles down after that.
Okay. Cool. So, we were talking this week about companies stealing your information through apps on your phone and cookies in your browser. Google's got this thing going on where they're going to start ending cookies in Chrome. But Google pretty much exists to track you and what you do on the internet so that they can serve you more precise targeted ads that are worth more dollars to the companies that pay for them. So with Google killing cookies coming up, are they truly looking out for your personal privacy, or are they just locking out other companies so that they are the sole ones who have your information? Keep in mind that they've been working for years to make Chrome the default browser so that yet again, they have more of your information. Does anybody out there actually trust Google in this move? I don't. Not at all. I think that this is all about Google, not about us at all. And the thing is Google has open source versions of their browser, not their Google services, but their browser. So if there's any hooks and so on in the code so that they can still get the information without others getting it, it won't be in the open source versions of Chrome coming up. It will be in the Google enabled Chrome versions, because there's no way they can give this code out to the public because people will find it, right? So going forward, I think there's going to be a very big separation between the Google Chrome official version and the open source ones that maybe are more trustworthy. But we'll have to wait for the geek news and stuff to start telling us which ones are really trustworthy. But yeah, you know, who's really got control of that information then? Is Google truly protecting us or just screwing us over? I can't believe that they're doing anything for us when their whole financial model is based on knowing what we want to present the ads. And I've said this before too. It sucks. You know, like you go on YouTube and you look up a video for how to declog your sink. And for a month, all you see is, you know, plumbing videos. Well, that's not helpful. Or you go on Amazon and you look up a product and you buy one. And then for 3 weeks, all you see is ads for that exact same product's competitors. But you've already bought it. And you only see ads for products that are in your sphere of influence. Whereas, like, you know, back in the 80s, when you would get the Sears catalog or whatever for Christmas, there was no sphere of influence. It was who put the ads in and whatnot. And you would get all kinds of things that you never would have seen under this new model of advertising to us. And I think that it's actually detrimental in the end, because, I mean, it's fine if you're trying to sell me the same fabric softener because I always buy some big heavy jug and I order it through Amazon instead of going and buying it. But when it comes to other products where you need variation in your life, I think it's actually backwards. And I think like what it does with me is it turns me off of the regular results I get. And I'm always trying to dig deeper and deeper past the bullshit that it's stuffing down my throat to find what I would really like. And in the end, I think that just wastes more of your time. You know, what do you guys think?
Well, I've just been sitting back here listening to you, trying to figure out what you're on about.
No, but I have a point there. This targeted advertising is...
I'm sure you do, because I probably missed the beginning of it.
Yeah. But that whole targeted advertising thing, in the end, I think is actually detrimental to the consumer versus positive, you know? I really do. I think they don't get it at all. And I think the people that control the advertising platforms like, you know, Amazon, YouTube, and so on, and Google and whatnot, have convinced the companies that this is the way to do it. But it's only the way to do it based on their models, based on their information. Is it really working for us?
I do always wonder, you know, just how much, like, the targeted ads, you know, that you get, how many people actually follow up on those ads.
Right.
In the same way, you know, because I suppose you could say the same thing could be said about YouTube when you get the ads. You use an ad blocker. I don't, so I see ads.
No,
but,
I have premium, right? Because with Felix, I couldn't, you know, we just had to pay.
So I will see ads, but I'm, you know, thankfully, I'm not interested in incontinence pants at this moment in time. So why are you targeting me? Thank you very much. You know, it's like, Yeah,
Yeah.
I just see these targeted ads, and I think, no, they're not relevant. I don't want that. How many people, or should I say, how many times has that targeted ad actually rendered a result, a positive result?
Right.
And I would imagine it's hardly anything.
Tiny, right? It's like genitalia in really cold water, You can't see it for the hair, It's just gone.
Although the same thing can be said about adverts on TV as well, because if you're watching like a TV channel, because I watch a channel that just like throws up old movies. So what do the adverts run in between all these old movies? It's
cigarette ads.
No, of course not cigarette ads. They're not allowed to do that. But it'll be for a chairlift or aching bones or or funeral
prune juice.
No. A lot, 99% of them are for like over 50s pension plans for funeral care, or how to get yourself buried nice and cheap. It's just like this is running constantly all day. I don't know how much it is costing them to do this, and what do you actually? How many people are going? Yeah, I need to sort my funeral plans right now.
I know.
It's just like they must be spending a fortune and getting almost negligible returns. But that can't be right, because otherwise they wouldn't be doing it. I don't understand. The maths doesn't seem to work out.
Wait. When you put it this way, I always thought the whole thing of these, multi-$1,000 silk lined super cushion coffins was kind of odd, because, the dude never had a bed so good, right? You know what I mean? Like really, I understand making it look like it's nice, because the whole wake thing, and that's another thing I have. I don't understand this whole but put makeup on them and dress them up so everybody can go and see them. Like, why do we do this?
Nail them in it. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I find it morbid. I like the New Orleans thing, where you just go and have a fucking street party and celebrate their life, not, get all sad about, the fact that it ended, right?
Yeah, so we get these adverts for, like, I think it's like something called Pure Cremations, and it's an animated advert with, a little old granny going, I've been thinking about my funeral. Yes, Mum. I don't want to have one. Eh? You're always thinking of us, Mum. And it's just like, and it's like, she just wants to have this pure cremation thing, where it's basically when she dies, they whisk her off into an oven, cremate her, and send the bits back home. And she's going,
it's like lasagna, but you still have to get takeout, right?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing in the advert which always gets me, and I've mentioned this before. She goes, I've checked the reviews. Oh yeah, and it's like 5 stars from Trustpilot. How many people have been died, cremated, and left a good review on Trustpilot? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Why do you have a thing? Why do you have a service called Trustpilot reviewing dead people? 3 out of 4 dead pilots really review this site high. I'm just not sure that that's relevant.
Yeah, it should be just a policeman. Yeah, right. That doesn't go down well these days.
Yeah,
But it's like.
But I do.
Who's leaving the fucking reviews? I don't get it.
I do support the idea of cremation wholeheartedly, because the idea of all this land and stuff and people and you go off and you do the flowers thing and stuff. It's very medieval or dark ages or whatever to me, and I don't think, I'm not sure that hanging on to sadness is the way to healthy mental state of mind.
Well, you do have these other forms of it's like burial, which is like using, instead of like a mahogany coffin, you have like a wicker one or a paper one or a cardboard one, which which
like
is
a
supposed to
paper airplane. Let's see how far we can send Grandpa off.
But it's supposed to be like, better for the environment because it degrades better and all the worms and all the microbes can get in and nibble away at you.
But that's
And
why.
it's supposed to be better for the environment. But
Yeah, that's why I like cremation. I mean, not, like cremation should still be dignified. You shouldn't have Boy Scouts with sticks and marshmallows, not
Darth Vader being burned by Luke. Yeah, well, like I want a Roman funeral. It's actually
Crucifixion's a doddle.
It's kind of handy because my son bought a yacht. A yacht is like a dinghy, and it's been sitting in our fucking back garden for 2 years. He hasn't done anything on it. So, when I go, unfortunately, it's fiberglass, so it won't burn very well or cleanly. But yeah, just bung me in that and some straw bales and just set it alight.
He bought it because he was hoping his girlfriend would blow it up, but that strategy didn't work. Sorry, I know, but I had to.
Not that kind of dinghy, not an inflatable one, you numpty.
You're just not sure these days, I'm rolling myself a wink wink cigarette, and I'm just trying to stall now. Yeah. I was thinking about doing one of those nights where you have a barbecue even though it's cold outside, but it's already getting late. It's like 5 p.m. for me. So that means that I have almost no choice but to just order in for the evening. So I was contemplating getting a hold of my neighbor and saying, hey, I'll give you the $25 if you barbecue up everything. But
It's not bad. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, they might be crap. They might just incinerate everything.
I mean, there's a couple of hefty people that live over there, so they must know how to barbecue, right? Either that or they really sauce it up. I'm not sure,
How do you like your sausages? Black or incinerated?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. How much weight would you like reducted from your meat?
Well done does not mean it has to be carbon on the inside.
Yeah. I've never been in a situation where I had to ask for a leather punch to get through my steak. That's a thing that we could talk about for sure, though, is overcooked food. Like when somebody boils, when somebody boils a vegetable, just period. But when you cook something to the point where it's literally just baby food, or in the case of meat, leather, right?
Yeah, boiled steak.
Yeah. What is that? What is that shit they do in some places in the United States? You take a steak, and I think it's cooked, but maybe it's not, and then you bread it with that breading stuff they put around like deep fried chicken, and they deep fry the steak with the batter on it. You can't do that to good meat. That's wrong.
Well, maybe you could.
Only if it's provided by the same meat provider that supplies like Taco Bell. Then it should be deep fried just to make sure it's, you've killed all the invaders, right?
No, you can do it. It's like I was talking about schnitzel, panko. I do like panko.
Oh, I like that.
What do you call it? Not karagi. I do karagi and
chicken fried steak, the national
what's it
dish of
called?
Texas. Really? Okay,
Katsu.
so hold on.
Katsu.
Mark Snyder says it's the national dish of Texas. So is there a way of doing it that is actually good? Because when I hear it described to me, it just doesn't really, like I'm figuring somebody cooks a steak, medium rare, and then breads it and deep fries it to crisp up the breading, and it comes out as some weird fish and chip thing that
You'd have to like really flash fry it.
I don't
not screw up your steak cooking because the best thing about steak is that rest period after you've cooked it, and you can't let breaded.
You got to let that juicy thing
batter
happen
stuff.
when
Yeah.
it sits,
Yeah,
right?
If it's breaded or coated, then if you rest it, it's just going to get soggy, isn't it?
But there's this thing that I've had in Southern food in the United States where they do this the steak thing up, but then they do like a chicken gravy with biscuits and stuff, and it is literally one of the greatest meals in the history of the world. Oh, you get this. It's so good. You get that. BME in the chat, one of our mods knows what I'm talking about. You get that. I feel like I literally expanded and would have to put a new hole in my belt, and I'm so happy for it feeling. It's so good.
Well, the biscuits we call like dumplings over here, basically.
No,
And
no, not the same. Not the same. These biscuits are different. These are like Maritime Canada biscuits, and Southerners know what I'm talking about. Real biscuits. You know what I mean? Oh,
like
yeah.
ship's biscuits
I don't know.
with the weevils.
Do they wobble and they don't fall down? But yeah. But yeah, real biscuits, oh my God, they're just so my grandma and my aunt and my other aunt, I
Your
guess.
sexy grandma.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But in the Maritimes, it's kind of like up around Boston and stuff, where you get this thing where there's people that are called your aunt and uncle, and then when you've become a teenager, you realize they never were. They're just like friends of your relatives.
Friends of the family.
Yeah.
I know. I used to get that.
It's like, what
I
the
used to get confused
fuck?
with that as well.
Yeah,
as a kid.
exactly. Really?
Yeah.
I was nice to you for like 12 years for nothing. You're an asshole. But yeah, they know, like there's this Maritime biscuit that's just heavenly. Proper butter, no margarine. Get that shit out of here. And maybe just a little real homemade jam or something, or
That sounds like a scone.
Oh, it's kind of similar, but still, biscuit kicks its ass. Oh yeah. Yeah. Those out there that know, they know, right? They know. Yeah. I can make a good biscuit. I got my aunt's recipe, right? I've got it. I know how to do it.
Is it your real aunt or your fictional aunt?
No, this was a real one. Yeah. She was born in a house, and my uncle was born in the same house.
Mm-hmm.
And they both grew up and lived in that house and passed on living in that house. Never to marry or anything. They just stayed together their whole lives.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's all kind of sweet.
Yeah, and it's all kinds of creepy. It's weird too.
It's like creepy but sweet.
Yeah, it's not normal. But but they weren't inbred, so I was adopted, so it doesn't matter.
They had three children.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. No. But I remember when I got to I was like, what's going on here? I can't imagine being, gray haired and living in my parents' basement. That was weird. The parents were gone by then. It's just, old generation, right? Maritimers, never mind.
Well, the thing is, we had that sort of thing over here in the UK as well. You'd have like two sisters, and they would just like live their entire life together in the same house together, never marry, never dated or anything like that.
Yeah.
And, it's just.
Well, that's
just how it is.
Maritimers are very old school, like UK. Like there's an area that are like Scottish and so on, and there's the Acadians, and and whatnot, and so that actually fits the bill very well. Makes sense.
Mrs. Spock says it's pronounced scone at Dunk. Yeah, it could be pronounced.
Yeah,
I don't know how to read that. It could be say scone.
Yeah,
I can read that comment as any way I like. It could be scone.
I always say it with the more scone than scone. Yeah, but still not a biscuit.
No. A biscuit's like a digestive or
What's the song
Hobnob.
they sing in Tom Hanks's movie Big? The two kids, something, a biscuit, a Triscuit, and they skip down the road. Isn't that one of the lyrics? I can't remember.
I remember that bit.
It just popped into my head. I think I'm pretty close though. If somebody Googles it, I bet biscuit, a Triscuit is in there.
Have no idea.
That was a switch. And now for something completely different.
Completely different.
Yeah, see, Shelley Winters says the Big Biscuit song. Exactly. I know what I'm talking about. I swear it's actually true.
Yeah, he's not mad.
Are you mad?
Just seems like it.
Yeah.
Waffles.
I love waffles. We make a lot of waffles in this house. We have waffles every morning, like proper home cooked ones with a waffle iron and everything. Oh, yeah. They're really good when done right. I'm not talking about Eggos. That's not waffles. That's just toast that should have been bread. I hate those things.
We had a treat tonight. We had those ring donuts, super cheap from Tesco. 5 minutes in the air fryer to warm them through, and a big dollop of ice cream on top. That's good.
Yeah. One second here.
His accountant's calling him. I'm sending messages. How do we lose that $1 billion in super chats?
Yeah. No, but
accounts?
Wayne the Sign was saying, I got to get a new waffle iron. Mine stands up vertically and it has like a pour-in spout thing at the top. And it is the greatest waffle iron I've ever seen in my life. If you measure your things out and mix right, it's perfect every time. There's no spill, no nothing. It cooks it perfect. It's so unbelievable. It was, for me in Canada, it was like $56. Oster brand, nice chrome and everything. Diamond imprint, non-stick coated. It's the best thing ever. Oh my God. Oh yeah.
We'd like to say thank you to tonight's sponsor.
Yeah, they should at this point, right?
Dick's Waffle Iron.
Yeah. But it's an amazing tool in the kitchen.
Tell you what, we'll buy a bunch, rebrand them as the Shills Waffle Iron.
There you go.
We'll put a sticker over the top of it. And,
Yeah.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah, put a waffle iron on a t-shirt. There you go.
When I like to listen to Waffle, I watch the Shills. And when I'm listening to Waffle, I'll eat a waffle from the Shills Waffle Iron.
You know what? That's not a bad observation. We've hit the 2-hour mark here. Yeah.
Yeah, time to let everybody go to bed.
Well, could be.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm going to order it.
I'm getting danger signals here.
I'm I'm going to order in for my son so I don't have to worry about cooking and adulting, right? You know, he's up in his bedroom doing his thing. He's loving life. It's the weekend, right? You know, he's almost 17 years old. You know, even though on the spectrum, I still got to let him be a teenager, right?
Yeah, he's throwing lawn darts at the ceiling.
Oh, he's making a mess under that desk. Nobody wants to clean up, you know?
No UV lamp for you.
Exactly. Yeah. Black lights are not allowed. You know, but no, I'm just kidding. But I do have to make sure I get, you know, something ordered in for him. But then I was thinking we could just pop over to the Discord, so we could drop a Discord invite to everybody, and we'll pop over there. Right?
Yeah.
Hang out, you know? Let everybody
yeah.
jump in and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Wayne the Scene.
You can rip us. You can rip us to shreds in the Discord.
Wayne the Scene says, I see a Cuisinart for 59. It's not a Cuisinart. Mine is an Oster or Oster, O-S-T-E-R, but it stands up straight and then folds down when cooked. So you pour the liquid in the top. And I bet you're looking at pretty much the exact same unit, and it revolutionizes making waffles. No more mess. It's perfect. Grab it and love it. Oh my God, is it awesome? I eat like a freaking king because of that thing, you know? I love it. Trust me. Oh yeah. But let's head over to the Discord. So we'll get CF Beauty, who leads the thank yous in the team here. CF Beauty runs the live chat for the Shills here, but a lot more than that too. She runs the mod team, and if you're
your
like
washing machine, your dryer, your dishwasher.
Yeah, and you thought that thing, no, it's just a hair curler, but she runs that too. Right?
Warms his butt up nicely.
Yeah, and if you're somebody who pops around now and then and you haven't been around in the blue moon and you say, oh, I used to have a wrench, how come I don't now? That's because, you know, we took it away because she built the moderator team. And if she doesn't agree for you to be on the team, then shut your mouth because, you know, enough whining. All right. Seriously, it's just a moderator's wrench. It doesn't make you look cool. It's okay. You'll be fine. You know,
I'm gonna send special kisses to Teresa and Spa. Teresa, kisses, sending much love to you. She's always nice to say hi to me, so it's nice.
Yeah. And we have a lot of favorites around here, but we don't just mod our favorites, right? You know, the moderator team are a team, and CF Beauty sets the rules and regulations, and because of it, we have an awesome fucking team, and it works amazing for us on every show. So,
and our mod team are only just following the orders.
Yeah. And, you know, goose stepping isn't required. It's just appreciated. So on the mod team, we've got BME, Shayna Caldwell, PJ CNET, Blondie. Maya Atkinson's been hanging out with us as well. Ooh. And remember, Maya will be going live here real soon with Bad Science Sunday, and it's always a fun show. So check her out, Maya Atkinson.
Adkisson.
Yeah, Adkission.
Yes.
Because
you got to spell it right.
Yeah, there's no T in there. Adkisson or whatever. I'm the worst, right? So yeah.
It's Maya Adkiss. Just think ad kissing.
Kissing.
Ad kissing. She might have to change her name now.
That's funny. So remember, there's a couple of people you can be in life. You can be the one who dirties the toilet, or you can be the one who cleans the toilet. Who do you think your partner wants you to be?
I'm definitely the toilet dirtier in our relationship, I think. So I'm going to get you a special mop and sponge, Dick Wilson, for Christmas, because I'm going to be shitting all over you every day from now on.
We need donations. We need them now because Dunk's wife is obviously going through hell.
Are we doing all the thank yous and everything now?
Well, I just did.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you do that, we're going to do the whole thing about don't
Yes.
forget to like the video and subscribe, because if you have not subscribed, I don't know how the hell you found us here if you're not subscribed, but if you are watching us and you haven't subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell notification, because you'll get to see all our videos that just come up, and all our members and all the people that super chat and send donations. We thank you. Not only do you keep the lights on around here, but we also send out money for cool projects like Dick was talking about earlier, to the One Wish Foundation and stuff like that. So you never know. Sometimes you might be buying Dick a bottle of whiskey or a bottle of gin, but sometimes that money might actually be going to some little kid, who just needs
More
an
often
iPad.
than not, it's more worthy than I.
Yeah, that is very true. I will vouch for that. So, thank you, everybody. And don't forget to share the video, or not, don't share this one, because this one's shit. Share the good ones.
Share the ones that Dunk isn't on, because then
Yeah.
people see the real us, right?
Yeah, share the 42 show and stuff like that. But yeah, share them, because go out and find some cock in the street who just rambling around, saying it's got a billboard saying, God, Christ is coming back and so on. No, watch the Shills. Put a big sticker over his billboard and sod him up, and just put it on signposts and everything else. Watch the Shills. Just make sure you share it out.
Christ
Anyway,
did
that's
come
me
back. He showed up in South Park. If you didn't see the episode, there was a fight between Satan.
Well,
I think that's
Christ did
what
come-
became E. MME.
Christ did come back. He joined our Discord and then went quiet. So we'll never hear from him again. So.
Lord, thunder, and Jesus, boy.
Good night, everybody.
Keep your stick on the ice.
It's over. Go home.